shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now. And what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. Good morning, friends. So proud to say it's another gorgeous sunny day. And now that it's getting so warm, today, for example, is going to be a very warm day. It's time to think about putting away your winter clothing. So now that the weather is getting so warm, you've probably been having a nice weekend of warm weather. The winter coats can go away, the winter boots and hats and mitts can go away, and that could be part of your job. You can help put them away, perhaps in a closet or a storage unit, a storage cupboard, not sure. Whatever is your plan at your house. Time to put away the winter things. Hey friends, I'm calling to you. Hey friends, I'm calling to you. Hey there friends, I'm calling to you. Hey there friends, I'm calling to you. Pradeep, I'm calling to you. Sandy, I'm calling to you. Hey Ashraf, I'm calling to you. Hey there Jake, I'm calling to you. Hey Ken, I'm calling to you. Hey Sophia, I'm calling to you. Hey there Vanny, I'm calling to you. Hey Angela, I'm calling to you. Good morning, friends, and I hope you are all well. What a beautiful long weekend you had. We honored Victoria Day, and now it's time to get back to work. Look at this beautiful flag. It's symbolic of two important things. You can see our Canadian flag with the red, and the maple leaf. And then you can see the beautiful Indigenous symbols that honor our Indigenous people. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather today is we are hosted on the land of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. And here, where I am at Lake Simcoe, I walk the sacred land of the Chippewa and Ojibwe. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nation, Métis, and Inuit people. And talking about Inuit people, on the weekend I got out on the water here at Lake Simcoe in my kayak. And a kayak is a special boat that was created by the Inuit people. It's a boat in which you can travel. You have one paddle and you move it left and right, and you can paddle quite swiftly through the water. Whereas a canoe, you paddle on one side or you switch to the other side. A kayak, you can actually use left and right. Left and right. It's kind of cool. Well, we are going to be honoring very soon, we're going to be honoring World Oceans Day on June 8th. And this is very significant because just like on Earth Day, we talk about protecting the earth. For World Ocean Day, we really want to be aware of ways that we can help to create a better life for creatures of the ocean. So let's go back to a couple of our earth songs. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 oh, aye, oh, aye, oh, aye, oh. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 oh, aye, oh, aye, oh, aye, oh. Those are the four elements: the earth, the air, the fire, the water. And for the next little while, we're going to be talking about that water in the oceans and how we can protect the animals there. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. The earth is our mother. We must take care of her. Hey, nana, ho, nana. Hey, now, now. Hey, nana, ho, nana. Hey, now, now. This sacred land we walk upon, with every step we take. This sacred land we walk upon, with every step we take. Hey, nana, ho, nana. Hey, now, now. Hey, nana, ho, nana. Hey, now, now. I've got this gorgeous sun coming in the window. Let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Smilers never lose, and frowners never win. So let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. This is a grin. A grin is another way of saying a smile. It isn't any trouble just to S-M-I-L-E. It isn't any trouble just to S-M-I-L-E. So if you're feeling troubled, it'll vanish like a bubble if you only take the trouble just to S-M-I-L-E. Farmer Brown, he had a dog. Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. B-I-N-G-O. Bingo was his name. Oh, let's speed it up a little bit. Farmer Brown, he had a dog. Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O. 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 And Bingo was his name. Oh, good for you. That was a good one. There's a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where my poor restless soul has got to run. There's a place in the sun, and before my life is done, gonna find me a place in the sun. Let's try that again. It's a new one to you, but it speaks of the sun and how wonderful it is to sort of wander around and find our place in the sun. There's a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where my poor restless heart has got to run. There's a place in the sun, and before my life is done, I'm gonna find me a place in the sun. That song is all about you finding the place, or myself, finding the place in the sun, finding that brings you meaning in your life, okay? And for everybody, that's going to be different. For some people, participating in music really brings them meaning. For some people, engaging in lots of exercise and sports brings meaning to their life. For some people, just doing some beautiful meditation brings them meaning. For Miss Coulterman, being a teacher every day, the opportunity to hang out with you students, it just brings meaning to my life. And the more that you do something that you love doing, the better you feel on the inside. I know when I'm teaching, I feel really good on the inside. Let's circle back to this chart. You're going to recognize these emojis. I think you guys use these all the time when you're sending texts or messages. I'm feeling. Here's a variety of emojis that I'm going to address. I'm feeling calm, which is awesome. I think as high school students, it's a great feeling to feel calm. Not feeling overly excited, but not feeling depressed. Just feeling something in the middle. Happy, silly, goofy. This is Miss Coulterman a lot of the time. Relaxed, chilling. These are good ways to feel. Nervous. This is what it looks like when you have to write a test. You get a little nervous. Annoyed. If someone did something to you that really annoyed you, made you mad, that's what it's going to look like. Sad, like a rainy day. Or if your pet takes ill and you have to take the pet to the veterinarian, you might be sad like that. Shy. This is interesting. When you don't really want to be the one talking, you just want to be shy, kind of keep to yourself. Surprised. Oh, this is the face we often have when it's our birthday and they bring us a cake and some gifts. We're so excited. Hungry. Oh yeah. That's a feeling. Kind of makes you feel sad when you're not, when your tummy is sore from hunger. Angry. Oh, frustrated and angry. Look what that looks like. There's like steam coming out of the nose. That's what angry looks like, my friends. Confused. Maybe too much information coming in at one time. Right now, because we're in lockdown, a lot of us are feeling a little bit confused, aren't we? We don't know what's going to happen next. We don't know when we're going back to school. So this is the face of how we're kind of feeling. Sleepy. Well, I hope you got a lot of sleep on the long weekend. Sick. Yeah, this is common too. We all have moments when we feel sick, maybe a headache, stomach ache. Maybe your body is sore from doing too much of a workout, a physical workout, or playing a sport, or maybe you were on your bike and you had a fall. There's all sorts of things that make us feel unwell. Hurt. Yeah, this is just like the one I was talking about. Perhaps you fell off your skateboard or a bicycle. Yesterday I was out in my kayak. So today the tops of my shoulders feel a little bit hurt. This is the face for me today. Not like overjoyed or depressed, but just sort of, oh, I'm feeling the pain. Hot. Yeah. This one you might feel today because the temperature's going up today. So the point of this chart is just to show you how many different feelings we have. And all of these feelings are inside of you all the time. So trying to juggle them is not always easy. It isn't any trouble just to smile. Try to keep smiling and try to keep happy. Try to do the things you can do that make you happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. Let's do all three. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray. If you're happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! Actually, I want to circle back to something. It's not always about being happy, 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 okay? Because life is not always happy. We have a lot of different emotions. But perhaps what I really want to say is you have to find ways that can calm you down. Maybe being calm is what we're looking for, so that you're not upset, depressed, angry, sad. We try to find ways to resolve those. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help you every day. It will help in every way if you keep on the sunny side of life. Keeping on the sunny side of life means keep on the positive side of life. Things are gonna get better. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Numbers all day long. Well, talking about numbers, I've got an activity that I made on the weekend, but I think you could make one too. I've got these clothespins hanging around my house because I use a clothesline in my backyard, but I have extras that I have from the dollar store. So I wrote a number on each clothespin. I put a different number. And then on this piece of paper, I put some stars. So the goal for you is to count the number of stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and match it. Let me see where number 5, I found it. Match number 5 to the 5 stars. The next one has 1 star. So I look through my numbers for number 1. Count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look for number 4. Awesome. So that's a nice matching activity for numbers. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Numbers all day long. Let me show you another activity that you could do at your house. Get out a piece of paper. And hopefully you have one of these bingo dabbers. I think I've handed them out to you in the past. But even if you don't, you could use a marker and make the number that you want of dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This time I made 10. Your next project is to write the number that matches it. How many? You're right, 10. Number 10. And then try another one. Your choice. You get to decide how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Your choice. You get to pick the number and match, then create the number to match your number of dots. So that's something you can work on at your house. Let me put the lid on this so it doesn't dry out. There we go. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Numbers, numbers all day long. Let's count by twos all the way to 50. Let's do it. 2, 4, 6, 8. Skip counting. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Numbers, numbers all day long. Let's try skip counting by 5 to 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That was skip counting by 5. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Let's do the numbers rumba. Numbers, numbers all day long. Well, I've got ordinal numbers to show you. When I say ordinal numbers, I mean what order did something happen in? Oops, I don't have the sheet with me. Here it is. What order, what sequence did something happen in? Here's the life cycle of a plant. So we say that the first thing you do is you plant the seed. The second, this is the order. First, second, the seed grows. Third, the seed grows. Fourth, the roots grow. Fifth, more roots. Sixth, the plant comes out of the ground. Seventh, bigger plant. Eighth, bigger. Ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. So you get to see that's a sequence of how a plant grows. But count with me. Try these ordinal numbers, the order of numbers. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. Good for you. Ordinal numbers, that's what they're called. Sometimes we use numbers to count, and sometimes we use ordinal numbers. Who came in first? Oh, I know. Who came in first in our NHL hockey division for the Maple Leafs? The Maple Leafs came in first in their division. So that's where you use an ordinal number. We also use ordinal numbers for a baseball game when they run to first base, second base, third base. We use it in a calendar every day. We count all the way to 25 today. In fact, let's do it right now. go with it. Today is May 25th. Let's count first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. That's a little bit tricky, isn't it? Learning those ordinal numbers. We'll keep trying. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Numbers, numbers all day long. I've got one more to show you. Sometimes at your house, you might have some rocks. You might have some cotton bowls. You might have some pasta that you could use. I've got these colored chips that my grandchildren play with when we have games at our house. And you can create your own cups with numbers on them. And whatever number you see, I want you to match the same number of objects. How many in here? You're right, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, count, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I stop. Go to another cup, number 5. Awesome, I pick up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I stop. So that's something else you can do. Counting. Counting is all around us, my friends. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Numbers, numbers all day long. Let's count back from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Numbers, numbers all day long. Let's count backwards from 20. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Let's do the numbers, rumba. Numbers, numbers all day long. Let's loosen up your hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we go to 7. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 1, 1. Good for you. Let's get your body moving a little bit. Excuse me. Ole, clap. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Stretch out just a moment. I need some water. Water. Sorry about that. Take a sip of your water too. We're going to stretch out and in. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Let's go out and up. Ole, 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 ole. Stretch it. Ole, I feel it in my shoulders. Ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Whew. Let's roll. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Tap your leg. Ole, 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 ole. You can do it. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Good for you, my friends. I'm in the mood for clapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for clapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for clapping, clapping along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. I'm in the mood for snapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for snapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for snapping, snapping along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. I'm in the mood for tapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for tapping. Hey, how about you? Tap your head. I'm in the mood for tapping, tapping along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. I'm going to stretch. I'm in the mood for stretching. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for stretching. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for stretching, stretching along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. Tap your legs. I'm in the mood for tapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for tapping. Hey, how about you? I'm in the mood for tapping, tapping along with you. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm in the mood for that. Oh, look at this gorgeous picture I have of a whale. It's so beautiful, sort of swimming backwards out of the water. It says, healthy oceans, healthy planet. It's true, we've got to keep the oceans clean, keep the animals in the ocean alive. World Ocean Day is June 8th. It's coming up soon. And we really want to bring awareness to all of these animals that live in the ocean. I don't know a lot of ocean songs, but I do know one about my Bonnie. My Bonnie is a woman who lives over the ocean, and her boyfriend or her partner wants her back. And every time you hear the letter B, for Barb or for Bonnie or bring back, I want you to stretch your arms up. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my Bonnie to me. This time we're going to go out with our arms, okay? Let's loosen up a little. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back, bring back, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, bring back. Just tipped that over. Bring back my Bonnie to me. Now let's try working on the S at the front of your mouth, the S, like a snake. A sailor went to sea, to see what he could see. And all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. Let's try it again, that letter S. A sailor went to sea, to see what he could see. And all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. Well, we're very lucky in Canada. We have 3 oceans that surround our country. We have the Atlantic Ocean to the east, the Pacific Ocean to the west, and the Arctic Ocean to the north. How beautiful. This land is your land. This land is my land. From Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon rose through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why. The season's spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. So that song talked about a couple of things. The seasons keep changing. So that's number 1. Very soon, we're going to be into the season of summer. So you can start to wear your summer clothes, your sunglasses, your hat, clothing that perhaps you don't have sleeves on. Or in the summer, we often wear our bathing suit to the beach or to a park. Sandals, we wear sandals in the summer. So you don't have to wear as many layers of clothing in the summer. So that song spoke about the seasons that keep changing. And each year rolls by. 365 days of the year, our planet Earth circles the sun. Keep circling until we come back again. So all my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown. The sun coming up and the sun going down. The moon rose through the night time till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why. The season's spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. It's true. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. Very soon, my friends, I think our lockdown is going to loosen up a little bit. You'll get to be with your friends again, or some of your family who you haven't been with. Things will loosen up. We'll get together and we'll feel all right. We won't feel so isolated at home. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. Let's get together and feel all right. Indeed, let's get together soon. All things on earth shall pass under the sky, but music alone shall live. Music alone shall live. Music alone shall live and never die. Create some music today. Listen to music. Sing some music, play an instrument, sit and meditate to music. Let's do some breathing. Breathe it in and out. 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 Even taking those breaths every day, breathing in and breathing out, can help to calm yourself down. Let me show you a nice little book. It's called The Little Island. You know, this book is very old. It was written by Margaret Wise Brown. She also wrote The Runaway Bunny and the Moon one. Goodnight Moon. Okay, my memory hasn't gone completely yet. So this was written in 1946. Wow, that was a long time ago. But I like this story because you could see, look at the ocean water, look at the island, the boat, the sun. Let's see what happens in this story. And the drawings are really pretty also. For example, here's the opening of the book, and they show you some things that you can see underwater. You can see a fish, a lobster, some seaweed. Those are things you can see underwater. You can also see a bird that likes to hang out near the water. I see some shells. Here we go, my friends. There was a little island in the ocean. Around it, the winds blew, and the birds flew, and the tides rose and fell on the shore. Now, when I'm talking about the tides, that means the pull, the gravitational pull of the earth pulls the water away from the island. The tide goes out, and then it goes in towards the island. The tide pulls out, and then it goes back in. Twice in a day, the tide rolls in and out. Clouds passed over the island, and fish swam around the island. And the fog came in from the sea. So when you live close to the ocean, you'll often get foggy sky that comes in from the ocean. And the fog hid the little island. Sometimes you couldn't see the little island in a soft, wet shadow of fog. We don't get fog as much here in Ontario, but I think on the two coasts, the east and the west coast, the ocean causes fog. Oh, look, this is pretty too. Gorgeous pictures. The morning was very quiet on the island, with only the spiders sailing their webs, making their webs against a gentle wind. I think I would like to be on this island. Small flowers, white and blue, and violets with golden eyes, here's little flowers, and little waxy white, pink chuckleberry blossoms, and one tickly smelling pear tree bloomed on the island. And that was what spring looked like on the island. This is sort of like what we're experiencing right now. Green grass, green foliage, green trees, and the breeze blowing. Then one day, all the lobsters crawled in from the sea. Can you see the lobster up here? Lobster. And they hid under the rocks and the ledges of the island to shed their shells. Oh, that's interesting. So they they shed their shell and let their new ones, a new shell, grow hard and strong. I didn't know that. I'm always learning new things. Look, this is gorgeous. And the seals came barking down from the north. Arr, 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 arr. That's the sound of a seal. Beautiful animals. To lie on the sunny rocks of the island and to raise their baby seals. Here's a little white baby seal. And the kingfishers, this bird, came from the south to build nests on the island. So beautiful. And the gulls laid their eggs on the rocky ledges of the island. And wild strawberries turned red. Summer had come to the little island. And this is what you're going to see soon when summer arrives here. You'll see more butterflies out. Perhaps you'll see some berries around. You'll definitely see more weeds growing and flowers growing and grass growing. The dandelions, which were here for the last couple weeks, have now sort of gone away. They've blown away. So we're into a new phase. Oh, this is so beautiful. Boats sailed to the little island from far away, and herring and mackerel leaped out of the water. There's the fish. All silver in the moonlight. The seaweed squeaked at low tide. So low tide is when the water goes out from the island and you can see all the seaweed. And little green pears grew on the pear tree. That's interesting. And a black crow flew overhead. I don't see the crow. Oh, look. And a little kitten came to the island with some people on a picnic. The kitten prowled around the island and saw that it was all surrounded by water. That's what an island is. An island is completely surrounded by water. It could be in a lake, it could be in an ocean, it could even be on a river. You can have a little island in the middle of a river. What a little land, said the kitten. This little island is as little as big is big. Aha, interesting comparison. The cat saying it's a little island, but then there's other properties that are very big. So are you, said the island. Maybe I'm a little island too, said the kitten. A little fur island in the air. And he left the ground and he jumped way up in the air. That is just what you are, said the little island. You are a little fur island in the air. But I am part of this big world, said the little kitten. My feet are on it. So am I, said the little island. No, you're not, said the kitten. Water is all around you and cuts you off from the land. Ask any fish. Oh, wait, ask any fish, said the island. So the kitten caught a fish. Answer me this, or I'll eat you up, said the kitten. How is an island part of the land? Come with me, said the fish, down into the dark secret places of the sea, and I will show you. I can't swim, said the kitten. Show me another way, or I'll eat you up. Then you must take it on faith, what I tell you, said the fish. What's that? Said the cat. What is faith? To believe what I tell you about something you don't know. You just have to have faith. So the fish is telling the cat something, and the cat just has to believe and have faith. And the fish told the kitten how all land is one land under the sea. The cat's eyes were shining with the secret of it. And because he loved secrets, he believed, and he let the fish go. So the cat did not eat the fish. So the fish was explaining that under the ocean, there is land. So if you think of our whole earth, this whole planet that we live on, yes, there's water, there's oceans, and there's land. But what the fish is saying is, under the ocean. It's all land. So think of it that way. Then an island isn't really separate from the land. It's joined to the land. And the cat got in his boat and sailed away into the setting sun. The little island had a little wood on it with 7 big trees in it, and 17 small bushes and 1 big rock. Birds came to the woods on the island, and butterflies and moths flew over the ocean till they got to the island. And at nighttime, fireflies came out, and a bat flew around, and we woke up the owl, and the wind whistled. So pretty. Uh-oh, looks like a storm a-brewing. Then came the storm. The wind blew from the southeast. Waves as big as glassy mountains came before it, and lightning and thunder, and always the howling, moaning, whistling wind. And then the storm passed and left the little island where it found it, in the summer sea. That can happen. Storms like that can happen. Then autumn came. Autumn is the same as fall. Autumn comes after summer. So we've got spring, summer, autumn. Autumn came and the yellow pears dropped slowly to the ground. That's when we harvest all the vegetables and fruit that we've grown through the summer. Oh, and then winter came, and the snow fell softly, like a great quiet secret in the night, and it became cold. Nights and days came and passed, summer and winter, and the sun and the wind and the rain. And it was good to be a little island, a part of the world, and a world of its own, all surrounded by the bright blue sea. How beautiful. Yeah, so that story talked a little bit about how we go through these cycles of seasons, spring and summer and winter and fall. We cycle through those, but in this story, that little island still remained, a little island, through all different seasons. Well, let's get rolling with the calendar, shall we? Here's the sequence. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow will be good, Wednesday. And yesterday was holiday, Victoria Day, Monday. Awesome. So today is Tuesday, and the month is May. Snap with me. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. And today is number 25, or in ordinal numbers, in the order of numbers, we say it's 25th. We add the th to the end of it. So it's Tuesday, May 25th. Good for you. sensory box. Let's see what's going on here today. My sensory box. I've got a couple things to show you. I really hope at your house you fill a balloon with lentils or chickpeas or rice, marbles, anything you want inside. And these are really good for strengthening your wrists and your fingers for your fine motor. Squish, squish, squish. And when you've got that strength in your hand, then you're ready for the next sensory activity. Punch, punch, punch some holes. Punch, punch, punch some holes. I think most of you have a hole punch. I've delivered them to your homes at different times. And every day, I think it's good to use a hole punch to strengthen the muscles in your hand. So I've got this nice green scrap paper. Punch, punch, punch the holes. Punch, punch, punch the holes. And when you've got lots of the circles collected, the holes from your hole punch, you can glue them on a piece of paper. Come up with something creative that you can make with it. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about oceans. I want to show you some of the things that live in an ocean. And if you are a student who could write in your journal, I want you to stop or pause the video and write down these ocean words in your journal, because I might be talking about them throughout the month of June. These are things, common things that you see in the ocean. A shell. We all love collecting shells. The wave. Look at that big wave, the swell in the ocean. Waves are big enough that people can surf on them with their surfboards. Seaweed. A whale. Whales can only live. These are things that can only live in the ocean. A whale, a starfish, a seahorse, a dolphin, a jellyfish. They always make jellyfish look so cute, like this one. But in real life, you don't want to get near a jellyfish if you're in the ocean, because they will bite or sting your skin. Fish. The ocean is full of beautiful fish. An octopus, a crab, and a shark. Those are common things you'll see in an ocean. We'll keep talking about these things throughout the month, but I'd love it if you could put those words in your journal. And I want to tell you a little bit about a habitat. A habitat is a big word for where does someone live? Where do animals live? It's called their habitat. Habitats. So for example, just a minute, let me just put a piece of paper across here. There we go. For example, some animals live in the desert. That's their habitat. Camels, they live in the sandy desert where it's very hot. Some animals live in the far north. Their habitat is polar, like polar bears and seals and walrus. Let me look at another one. Here's the habitat we're talking about now in this month, or into May, June. We're going to talk about ocean habitat for sharks and crabs and shells and oysters and all sorts of lovely seaweed. The habitat for ocean life. There's also a habitat called the grassland, the savannas. And these are in Africa where there's lions, giraffes, and zebras live in grassland habitat. Another habitat is a jungle or the rainforest. Gorillas and beautiful macaw birds and toucan birds and a tiger. And another habitat is a wetland. A wetland. And a wetland, well, we have wetlands here in Canada. That's where beavers and minks live in a wetland. Ducks live in a wetland. But you could also have it in southern climates. You can have a wetland where you have alligators and crocodiles. So this is something else we're going to be talking about. Different habitats where animals live. Now, let's jump ahead to one other activity. I want to circle back to some of these signs that you see in the community because I think they're really important for you to be aware of. I'm going to assume that there's also an inside, an IN sign. This is the sign for out, like you're going out of the store. If you see out, that's usually the door you exit, you go out. Or here's a sign you might see. Exit, for going out of a place. You go out or you exit. It's common to remember this X for an exit, okay? Oh, I think you all know this sign. If you're in a car or if you're on your bike, a stop sign. Or if you're walking along a sidewalk and you see the stop sign, you have to stop, have a good look, and make sure it's safe before you cross. So we're all familiar with a stop sign. Here's one I really want you to be familiar with. Don't walk. Whoops, don't walk. This would be unsafe. If you see this sign, do not start across the walkway. Don't walk. You have to wait until you see the character walking, and I don't have that sign with me today. I'll bring it for tomorrow. Oh, this is interesting. Do not disturb. That's interesting. Perhaps you might be somewhere where perhaps they're recording something or they're writing an exam and they don't want to be disturbed while they're writing the exam. You might see, do not disturb. That means don't go and interrupt. Don't go. Here's one you might see at the movie theater. Quiet. Quiet. Okay, this one's very important, my friends. Danger. Poison. If you see a danger sign or a poison sign, stay away from it. Or don't touch it. Or don't go near it. Oh, this is a common sign. You'll find an arrow telling you to go this way. Right now, for example, because we're in our lockdown and we're doing our social distancing, often there are arrows that say you can only walk this way. You can only walk this way in our school or at the grocery store. You can only walk one way, this way. They just want people walking one way instead of mingling both ways. You'll probably see this a lot until the pandemic is over. This is handy too. Stairs. So if you're, let's say, at the mall and you want to go up or down, you're going to have to find the sign that says stairs and follow the arrow to the staircase. Pull. This is often on a door. You might be coming up to a door and they'll have the sign pull. Pull the door or push the door. Pull. Pull it towards you. Right now, a lot of the stores are still closed, my friends. I think it's just grocery stores that are open. But soon, we're going to see the open sign. Open for stores opening up. Okay, now, if you're out and about, particularly where I live up here up north, we have lots of railroads around here. So if you're out on your bike or if you're walking a nature trail, you have to be really careful near this sign, which is railroad. It's got a cross through it and 2 R's. Railroad. Railroads are not a place to have fun at. They're a place to avoid because you could get hurt from the train coming through. So please tell me you're going to stay away from the railroad. Oh, here's the one that goes with that pull sign. You might also see on a door, push. Push sign. Push or pull. This sign is in a lot of windows right now of stores, places downtown Toronto. Closed. Yeah, closed. You're going to see a lot of places are closed right now. Now, most of you have cell phones or access to a cell phone. And when you're out and about in the community, you always take your cell phone so that if you need help with something, you can call for help. You can call a family member. But sometimes you're going to see this sign. You'll see this symbol and the word telephone. And that just means that there's a telephone there if you don't have a cell phone, but you need to really get a hold of someone, like your family member. You could go and use the telephone in a telephone booth. They're usually in a booth. Last part of the day, I want to introduce you to another artist. We've been talking a lot about some wonderful artists. This artist is from Austria. And here's his face so that you get a sense of who he is. He's got his cat with him. And he's from Austria. His name is Gustav Klimt. K-L-I-M-T. Klimt. And they call him a symbolist painter. I guess he used a lot of symbols in his paintings. This is one of his very, very famous paintings. You can see various shapes, and then the head is almost like a picture you would cut out of a magazine. I think we could create something like that ourselves using painting plus the head from a magazine. That was an interesting style. He also became very interested in drawing the human body. So he did a lot of paintings with human bodies, with women's bodies, and patterns. We've talked a lot about patterns. For example, here's a pattern. A, B, red, blue, square, triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle. He liked to use patterns in his artwork, And he also liked to use gold. He was really into using gold and gold leaf as one of his colors that he used. And here's one of his very famous paintings. This is called Tree of Life. So it's interesting, he's got the tree, and then he's added some pictures, almost like pictures out of a magazine. And I thought that might be interesting if we try to make a tree of life. And I'm going to show you the steps for this one. The tree of life. Now, I don't have gold at my house, so I might make my tree of life in silver. But you can see how he goes. He makes a long tree, and then he loops each part into a spiral until he fills it. Oh, here's the sequence, my friends. Talk about sequencing, patterning. Here's the sequence. He starts with 2 sticks and a spiral. Then he adds more spirals, and he adds more branches. As the sun comes up here today, I can see it shining on this picture. And he adds more spirals. So I'm going to try that sequence, and I'd love it if you tried it at your house. It'd be great if you tried to make a tree of life. I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to go up and around in a spiral. And I'm going up and around in a spiral. Now I'm going to go up from here, up in a spiral, up in a spiral. Now I'm going to put branches out to the sides. Spiral. Spiral means to go around and around. Around and around. I go up with the branch and I go around, around, around. I'd like to see you try that one, my friends, with a pen, pencil crayon, marker, your choice. Make a branch going up and around in a spiral. Up and around. Now I see I made my original 2 spirals very small. So I think I'm going to add a bigger one in here to fill in this space. Spiral. There we go. Maybe even one more. I always say, make it your own, my friends. So this is the beginning for our tree of life. And I don't have gold at my house, but I'm going to paint it. I decided I'm going to paint it with silver. I love silver. I've got all my silver jewelry. So for me, for Miss Coulterman, I'm going to paint my tree of life silver. So first, I did the drawing. And if you don't have paint, that's cool too. You could use markers. I'm going to use silver because I happen to have silver at my house from the dollar store. And I'm going to go along my lines. I'm going to paint all my lines in silver. And then tomorrow, I'm going to add some pictures that I find in a magazine. I'm going along my painting. I paint You could do this with markers. Markers are also fun. Pencil crayons, crayons, your choice. Or you could do it in one color, or you could do it in many colors, your choice. So for me, I'm doing it in silver today. Okay? And tomorrow, we'll add pictures to it. Just like this lovely tree of life. It's very cool. There we go, my friends. Friends, I will remember you. I'll think of you. I'll play with you. And when another day is through, I'll still be friends with you. Go create joy, my friends. Get busy at home doing some counting, doing some matching of numbers to objects, and get busy making a tree of life. Goodbye, friends. Create joy today.